Guys, the most important ticker that we are going to watch this week is Bitcoin dominance. Why is it going to be Bitcoin dominance, Geo? Well, I'm glad you asked. It is because Bitcoin dominance is going to tell you what the market is going to do. Well, Geo, we already know what the market's going to do, right? It's going to go up only, so we're just going to buy. Well, NSYNC, maybe it's not that simple, okay? So we're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance. Shouts out to Benjamin Cohen. Dubious speculation. Let's talk dominance, baby. Yesterday's video, I made a case for why Bitcoin was kind of looking a little bit weak, okay? How we're kind of getting not great looking breaks, right? 1.5%, 0.64%, 0.39%, very shallow breaks. We're not getting good breaks. We pulled up our ranges. You guys go watch yesterday's video if you don't know what I'm talking about. There's no need for me to repeat it. I literally uploaded it like, I don't even know, 16 hours ago, okay? Go look at the ranges, whatever. You guys know I'm in a short position. The short position is in profit. We're looking at this. Fine, beautiful, whatever. Let's talk dominance. Dominance has made its way to 60%, 60+%. Okay. Now, your primary structure pull on dominance, by the way, we've had this red box drawn out all year. I've been saying that it's not time for alts all year. And now is the first sign of weakness on dominance. However, the primary structure pull, the primary high time frame structure pull is what you can see on your screen right now. So with that said, dominance needs to truly start breaking 58.3% for a true alt season to come into fruition here, okay? And then at that point, the expectation order flow would be lower low, lower high, lower low, potential waterfall, TLC, don't go chasing waterfalls, okay? Right? We know that many times, guys, many times this cycle already, people are a little bit too caught up on thinking that it's altcoin season. And the market seems to do this wonderful thing, for me anyways, where everybody gets a little bit too excited once dominance starts to fall just a little bit and these alts start to absolutely rip it, which they're ripping it. There's no denying that, right? But right now, this is looking very much so like this. And you could see that the uptrend, ultimately, for the most part, aside from a few fake outs, about a year ago, has remained in an uptrend. Okay. Why is this important? This is very important because everyone right now is aggressively buying altcoins. Yesterday in my video, I made a case for why I believe, Bitcoin is looking weak. And I believe that it's just been a little bit too easy. And I made the case for why are we breaking out in such a slow, kind of rounded top looking fashion, right? How low can we go? I don't know. I don't know how low we're going to go here, right? I have no idea, and I have no way to pretend that I know. But that's why we just wait for reactions once we get to our zones. And if we get the reactions and the confirmations, then we will take the trade, right? But I made the case for why are we not breaking out, right? We were in a big range, 7-month consolidation, and we're not really breaking, right? Whereas like when you actually break a consolidate, like look at this, like this is, there's no like question about it, right? Nobody was up here questioning what's going on. Like everyone knew that this was a breakout. Why are we not getting that obvious breakout, right? Right now, people are aggressively buying altcoins, and they're very confidently buying altcoins. But forget even altcoins for a second. Even Bitcoin, even in my comments, people are like, oh yeah, man, I'll see you at 90K tomorrow, or I'll see you at 90K next week. Ha 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 ha. You know what? Maybe you're right. But this is what I'm seeing right now. This is why dominance is the most important thing to be watching for. If Bitcoin actually is going to roll over here, and it doesn't need to be a crazy amount, okay? If Bitcoin rolls over to, I don't know, 73. I don't think 72.7 is that out of the question. I don't think 70.5 is that out of the question. So let's just say Bitcoin from here falls 7%, which, guys, let's be objective. Like we all know is possible. It's happened many times. You can't say it can't happen. You can't say, oh yeah, it'll never see 70K again. Okay, whatever you say, brother. Let's just assume that Bitcoin does end up rolling over here a little bit, right? 7%, 5%, whatever. and dominance bounces from this box. This is a problem for the altcoins. Why? Because as I've mentioned many times on the channel, when Bitcoin falls and dominance rises, alts will bleed. I've talked about how I believed, and this may not be the case anymore, but I believed that altcoins have not capitulated yet. Okay? I've made my case all year long on how certain alts will make new bear market lows. And you know what? I'm not wrong, because certain alts did make new bear market lows. Introducing Atom. Now, I'm not saying that the entire crypto market is going to capitulate, but what I am saying is that right now, with people extremely bullish, with good reason, I'm worried that it's just a little bit too easy. Things are just not, they're not hit. Okay, Bitcoin is not doing what it has done historically for a very healthy breakout. And so with that said, if it rolls over and dominance bounces, then alts may see a significant pullback. Now, how significant of a pullback could that be? I don't know. I can't tell you that because it hasn't happened yet and I don't have a crystal ball. But do I think, for example, Ethereum is unlikely to come and grab this liquidity? I mean, not really. I don't see why. I don't see why it couldn't do something like this. Right? And so the reason I'm making this video is because it's not to scare you, it's not to spread FUD or anything else, not to say that we're going lower, because we talked about that yesterday. You know, my money's where my mouth is. I am short, but that doesn't mean, like I said, we could easily come for the high again. We could easily come for this high again, okay? But the reason I'm making this video is, I guess, let me know what you think about all these things that are kind of aligning, right? Things are kind of aligning right now. The market is absolutely popped off, but Bitcoin hasn't popped off yet. You know, there's a case for if Bitcoin goes sideways, then that's when alt season is, as dominance falls, which is kind of what's happening right now, right? Bitcoin is ranging. Dominance is falling, right? So all things are pointing for NSYNC, buy, bull run for the altcoins and for Bitcoin. My problem is where Bitcoin is ranging. Because Bitcoin was ranging in the macro range for 7 months, and alts were getting absolutely decimated. The thing that people don't really quite understand about dominance and alts in general is that, like, the confidence in the crypto market goes hand in hand, okay? It's not just, oh, when dominance falls, why is it falling, right? The why is what I teach you guys on this channel. So while we were in this macro 7-month accumulation range on Bitcoin and alts were absolutely bleeding, now the market has confidence in alts because we took the high and we're holding the high. However, it's not really the best place to be holding your range, like to be holding the high. This would have been much more bullish, in my opinion, if we just consolidated under the all-time high. Because now that we had this break, we're not really breaking out. Why are we not breaking out? And that is a video that you should go watch, my yesterday's video. So I'm thinking right now that the market is extremely confident. I'm thinking that you can no brain long. I'm thinking that dominance might bounce from here, and we have to watch it, right? That's why I opened the video with dominance is the most important ticker to be watching this week, because we need to see if dominance bounces from here and continues this trend, or if it breaks this low. Okay. And simultaneously, if Bitcoin decides to roll over while dominance decides to bounce, then alts are going to bleed, and all of that confidence that the market is feeling right now can easily be taken back. And when there's lack of confidence, the market will bleed, right? So again, let's recap. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I do not make predictions anymore, as you may know. But I am telling you what I am watching for, and I will absolutely react to it if I see what I want to see. Right now, my eyes are wide open, okay? It's kind of got me scratching my head a little bit. What's happening right now? And so, let us conclude with this. How do you feel about this? You let me know. What do you think is going to happen here? Do you think that perhaps Bitcoin is not really giving you this massive breakout like it's given in the past because we're due for a big capitulation potentially before we go out, right? Like something like this, for example. Hypothetically, something like this. Do you think perhaps you get a sell to buy? Like a fake out though? Like a boom and then out of here? Do you think that altcoins can come back and grab some of their liquidity at the lows? Ethereum structure, guys, is still not great. I have a video. I will make a video on Ethereum soon. So, listen, whether you're bullish or bearish, whether you got the bull goggles on or not, I'm going to end the video with saying I'm going to take every long and every short that I see. And I do not care which scenario happens here. Whether, let's just say dominance falls right through this order block and Bitcoin continues to just run up to 100K by next week or 90K by next week, like people are saying in my comments. No problem. You better believe I'll be in along. So I wonder how everyone else is thinking. So please let me know what you think is going to happen here. Do you think that a capitulation is possible? Or am I thinking too much into it and we should all just end sync?
Baby, bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. Don't wanna be a fool for you.